Hello again, everybody. Firstly, again, I hope you're all safe and well in what obviously continue to be very strange times at the moment. Hopefully, you've seen over the last couple of weeks the virtual assemblies which myself and Mr. Turton have been publishing on the Transition 2020 section of the school website. So, Mr. Turton did one a couple of weeks ago, just introducing himself and focusing more on Romar's pledge. And last week, I published one looking more at worries that students may have regarding coming to Romarsh and regarding transition and how they can help to combat and alleviate these worries before they join in September. Today, we're carrying on with these virtual assemblies, but focusing more on a different area today, focusing on effort. So you may have seen myself over the last couple of weeks and in some of the Meet the Tutor events, and also obviously the key information video, which is placed on the school website. You'll see lots of us mention about efforts, effort rank 1, that kind of stuff, okay, and about data collections too. So I thought I'd do a little video today, just to give you a bit of information regarding this. So obviously when you come in September, you know exactly what happens regarding how your effort is going to be tracked through your different subjects. So at different points throughout the year, okay, you'll have different data collections. So it may be you have one in your first term, one in your second term, one in your third term. Okay, so obviously at different points you'll have different data collections. Now, in these data collections, each of your teachers for every single subject have to put in the following information regarding you. Okay, so every single subject, whether it be maths, science, history, whatever subject you are studying in year 7, your teacher for that subject will have to put in the following information about you. Now, information will be your current attainment, so the level or the grade which you're working at that moment in time, your most likely outcome, so what level or grade your teacher thinks you will reach by the end of the year, and also your effort grade. Okay, so the effort your teacher thinks you are putting in their subject. Okay, now your current attainment and most likely outcome. Okay, obviously that is the grade you might get. Okay, your grade you're currently working at, and the grade you might get at the end of the year if you carry on working in that same effort at the moment. Your effort grade is graded as follows. So there are 4 different effort grading categories which your teacher may award you, okay, in a data collection. Now these are an E for excellent, a C for coasting, an R for requires improvement, and a P for poor. Okay, obviously it goes without saying that excellent will be the best, then coasting, then requires improvement, and then poor. Okay. Now, from the effort grade you are given in every single subject, okay, you'll then be given an effort average and an effort ranking. Okay, so you get given either excellent, coasting, requires improvement, or poor in every single subject you study, and from that, an effort average and an effort ranking will be calculated. I'm going to explain exactly what this means now. So, your effort average is worked out as follows. Okay, so you can see, depending on the effort grade you are given in each subject, okay, they equate to points, to weighted points. Okay, so if you've got an excellent effort, that equals 4 points. Okay, coasting would be 3, requires improvement would be 2, and a poor would equal 1 point. Okay, so obviously the higher effort grade you're giving in each subject, the more points you will get. Okay, now your effort average, okay, is calculated by working out the average effort weighting, okay, of all the effort grades you are given. Okay, so let's say you have 10 subjects that you study in year 7. Okay, now if you receive 10 excellent grades, okay, so every single teacher in year 7 has said at the moment your effort is excellent in their lesson. Okay, obviously you will receive a 4 for each subject. Okay, so your average effort would be 4. Okay, the best it can possibly be. However, let's say you receive 5 excellents, but you also receive 5 coastings. Okay, so you have 5 times 4.0 plus 5 times 3.0, and the total of that is then divided by 10. Okay, obviously by how many different lessons you are studying, how many different teachers have put an effort grade in for you. Okay, so therefore your average effort will be 3.5. Okay, which is not bad, but there's still a lot of room for improvement in that area. Okay, so obviously the lower effort grades you receive, for example, if you receive 5 coasting and 5 requires improvements, your effort average will be 2.5, so even lower. Okay, and obviously what you want to make sure is that your effort average is as high as possible, and the best way to do this is by achieving excellent efforts in every single subject. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand exactly how this works. I just thought it'd be useful to give you a bit of information regarding how your effort average will be calculated. Now, depending on the effort average you achieve, that then links to your effort ranking. Okay, so from your effort average, you are then given and allocated an effort ranking. For example, If your effort average is 4.0, there is nobody that can achieve a higher effort average than you, because 4.0 is the absolute pinnacle, it's the top of the top. Okay, so from there, if you get an effort average of 4.0, you will receive effort rank 1. Okay, obviously, if you get an effort average of, let's say, for example, 3.8, okay, it's really good, but it's not quite effort rank 1. Okay, but you may see sometimes that says, oh, you are effort rank 70, for example. Now, so you might see that and think, oh, that sounds absolutely terrible. However, it may be that at effort rank 1, we have 50 students. So if 50 students reach effort rank 1, okay, and then you have, for example, 20, which are effort rank, okay, for example, got 3.9. So then you'd have 50 at effort rank 1, and then people just one below will be at effort rank 51, because you have 50 students who would be at effort rank 1. Okay? But obviously, ideally, every single student, in my opinion, needs to be effort rank 1. Okay? So if you reach effort rank 1, you'll have a photo placed on the school website, and you will also receive a certificate home as well. Okay? So achieving excellent effort grades across every single subject is an incredible achievement, and one that is definitely worth celebrating. As I've already stated, in my opinion, every single student is able to reach effort rank 1. Okay? Whether you are, for example, whether you prefer maths to English, whether you feel that you are stronger in science than you are in geography, irrespective, the effort you put in every single subject, okay, should be excellent. Okay? Now, this all comes down to whether you feel you've got a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. And this might be something you've heard about before, but it's something I'm going to explain in a little bit more detail now. So you can see examples there of a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Now I'm going to start with the negative side, the fixed mindset. If you've got a fixed mindset, okay, you think that your abilities are fixed, okay, there's not really great that you can do about it, okay. You're either good at maths or you're not. You're either good at languages or you're not, okay. So you can see that my abilities are unchanging. When I'm frustrated, I give up. I stick to what I know. Failure is the limit of my abilities. Okay, so you think no matter what I do, I could put lots of effort in science, but I'm not particularly good at it, so there's only so far I can get. However, you then might have growth mindset, which would be the good side of this. Okay, now growth mindset, they see challenges as an opportunity to help them grow. Okay, so they might see the fact of, well, at the moment, I'm struggling a little bit in history, for example, but if I keep putting the effort in, I will therefore get better at history. Okay, and that's what we're saying. As you can see there, it says failure is an opportunity to grow. I can learn to do anything I want. So growth mindset, they see their opportunities as limitless. Okay, so they don't see that their capabilities are limited by their current skill set. Okay, if you have a growth mindset, that is the best mindset you can possibly have. You think in 1 minute, no matter where I'm at the moment, I can do whatever I want. It's all down to how much effort I put in. Now, in order to make the most of your time at Romash, it goes without saying that you should have a growth mindset. Okay? So that feels that no matter what you do, because there will be times in certain subjects, okay, and across your time at Romash, when you find things a little bit more difficult, okay? It may be you have a certain question, a certain subject, okay? You're trying to learn a certain skill, okay? In PE, for example, and you're finding it quite difficult. Now, some people might just say, not very good at that, I'm just going to give up. But the best thing to do is keep that growth mindset, keeping right. I'm going to keep practicing, I'm going to keep improving slowly and slowly. And eventually, you'll master that skill, or you'll be able to answer that question. And the best way to do that is by showing this growth mindset every single day. Okay, there is no limit on your capabilities. The only limit you put on it is the limit you put on yourself. Okay, we're having a fixed mindset. But the best thing to do is show that growth mindset and think, right, no matter what I do, keep practicing. If I fail, it doesn't matter. I can keep improving. Okay, and obviously showing that growth mindset, making sure your capabilities are absolutely limitless. Now, obviously, every student who achieves effort rank 1 is showing that they have a growth mindset. Okay, because they are showing that no matter how difficult they may find a certain subject, they are still putting in excellent effort. So they believe their ability is not fixed, and the more effort that they put into a certain subject or to a certain idea, okay, the greater their outcomes will be. So they think, right, the more effort I put into my science homework, the better grade I will get in science. The more effort I put into my geography work, the better grade I'll get in geography. Okay, they believe their effort is linked to their success. Now, you may be asking, okay, how do I show that I've got a growth mindset every day? So I want to show my teachers I've got a growth mindset, but how do I do this? And the way you do this would be as follows. by showing that you're willing to make mistakes. Okay, so making mistakes is nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever. Okay, making mistakes simply shows that you are trying. Okay, and you'll see, for example, when we have some assemblies, when you first come up to Romash, I'll mention Michael Jordan. Okay, who I believe is the greatest basketball player of all time, and he's got a brilliant quote. Okay, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's something along the lines of saying, "I've missed over 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost so many games." And basically saying I have failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed. Okay, so being willing to make mistakes is an absolutely vital part of showing growth mindset and being able to improve. Okay, you'll see, for example, with James Dyson, who created the Dyson Hoover, he created thousands of Hoovers. Okay, and had thousands of ideas, all of which failed before he eventually found one which worked. So if he'd have stopped, if he had a fixed mindset, and after the first attempt at making a Hoover simply thought, well, doesn't work, I'm going to quit, he would have never have had the success he has now. But by showing he had a growth mindset, by realizing 1 minute, I've made a mistake, but I can still improve, he's shown that growth mindset, which eventually led to him being successful. So the two things you need to do first and foremost are being willing to make mistakes and also to never ever give up. Okay? Another example would be willing to try new things. There may be a new skill, which again you might find difficult initially, but by showing you're willing to try these new things and you're not put off by initially failing, that is showing you have a growth mindset. Okay? And lastly, by believing your capabilities are endless. Okay, so people who have a growth mindset don't simply believe, well, I'm good at this and I'm good at that, but I'm not really good at this and there's nothing I can do about it. People have a growth mindset. They show every single day that, right, no matter what, okay, I might not be good at this now, but that doesn't mean that if I keep practicing in a week, I won't be better. Okay, and they believe that they can constantly better and improve their capabilities by putting effort in. Okay, and they are the best examples of how to show your growth mindset every single day. Now, you remember over the last couple of weeks, we've launched some of the Romash Pledge initiatives. Okay, so Mr. Turton, he explained a couple of weeks ago what the Romash Pledge is and how we're going to launch it. Okay, really properly launch it in September when you start. However, prior to you coming to Romash, it will be brilliant if you can get some of these pledges completed already, so that when you join in September, you can hit the ground running and you've already got a couple of pledges ticked off. Okay, which obviously will then make sure you can try and complete one of your bronze pledges as soon as you possibly can. Now, your pledge challenge for this week, okay, is one which is linked, which we are proud of our achievements, okay, and your pledge challenge is to identify 5 things about yourself that you are proud of and share them with your form group, okay. So you may have a conversation with your parents or carers, with your brothers or sisters, and think, right, what am I proud of? Write these things down. Okay, and then when you join us in September with your form group, you can share these things that you are proud of with your tutor group, which will then be your bronze pledge. We are proud of our achievements ticked off. Okay, so by making sure you got it prepared before joining September, okay, you can then try and get as many pledges as possible ticked off to get the ball rolling. So when you join in September, you can be absolutely flying and getting your bronze pledges in each category completed as soon as possible. Now, again, I hope you found information today useful, okay, obviously regarding both effort and regarding growth mindset, which we feel is something that all students should show when they are at Romash, okay? As always, if you've got any other questions at all, please feel free to email jbartle@romash.org, okay? I'll be more than happy to answer any queries that you may have. Keep an eye on the Transition 2020 section of the school website over the next couple of weeks, where there will be tasty lessons put on for different subjects. There will obviously be more assemblies and videos, and obviously frequently asked questions videos, where myself and Miss Tomlinson have thought about some usual worries that students may have. Okay, so there's lots of information on the school website, and I would highly recommend you keep an eye on there for any updates. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope you found it to be useful, and I look forward to speaking to you all again in the near future. Cheers, bye.